Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danni Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello. Welcome back for a weekend one. We haven't done a weekend show for a little while, so it's nice to have a sleep in and get up, and I've still got a full day ahead. Craig, you were first in the room. I can't believe you stayed up for this. Thank you so much. I know that it's pretty late where you are, or early probably. We've got a lot of shows coming this next week as well, so keep your eye on the page and I'll pop them up as they are definitely confirmed, but just keep your eye out because we've got advertising going on and all sorts of things, and different times too for some of them. So just watch for the ad, and we'll keep you updated as soon as everything is confirmed for each artist. I don't know what you guys are doing today, whether you're out getting to see music later on for the day here in Australia. If there's any festivals on today, let me know so I can see where you are and watch your live shows. But we've got Morgan Johnston waiting for us, so we're going to welcome her into the room. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
I can. I love your background. I was saying before, I just think that little bit of green and the lights
you're so sweet. Yeah, I just got some. I'm a plant girl, so.
Yes. Oh, you've been busy, so busy, you're saying, with all these interviews and things. And I know we're here to talk about your single, but first time on the show, it's a bit of a Country Kickback tradition. We always like to find out your musical story and journey and why you've got into music and what made you love it so much.
Oh, well, first of all, thank you for having me. This is so fun. So kind of like we were talking about earlier, I'm from a little town called Sandwich on Cape Cod in Massachusetts. And I guess I grew up a little bit untraditionally. Both of my parents are professional dog trainers, and I grew up by the beach, and I had a farm, lots of little animals and all of that. So I grew up listening to country music and I guess living a kind of a country lifestyle. And then as I got a little bit older, my parents would travel around to do these fairs and perform at these fairs, and my dad would get me involved by having me sing the national anthem.
Wow.
And then I got a little bit older and started writing songs and all about heartbreak, and as much heartbreak as a 13-year-old child can really understand. But I seem to think I had it really hard listening back to those songs. And so, I wrote a lot as an outlet. I performed at local open mics. Then I went on to go to college. I was not going to do music, mostly because I don't think that your average person really understands how to achieve something like being a songwriter and being an artist. You hear people on the radio, but you don't know how to achieve that.
No.
So I went on to try to be a horse trainer, and I went to college. And then I visited Nashville in 2016. I kind of got a chance to see the magic of the city and realized that I was able to do it. And then I moved here and lived here 2 months later and dropped out of college and kind of haven't looked back since.
Oh my gosh. So you've been there for 6 years now. That's a big move to move from a little farm to, brave.
It's a big
Did
thing.
Your parents like it? Did they support you, or were they nervous for you?
They are so supportive. My parents never took a traditional path, and it's never really been about money for them. It's always been about feeling your passion and feeling happy. And we've never been people who are striving for big, fancy, expensive things, which is good because you don't make money until you do. So, they've been very, very supportive. I'm super thankful for that.
Yes, they sound wonderful. And you're right, you don't make money. I always have that joke of you've had a number one song, but people think, oh, you've had a number one song, but you're rich. No, I didn't make any money from that song, No.
I mean, if you have a number one song, then maybe you're doing okay. But as an up and coming songwriter, for sure, it's tough.
Finding people to take you seriously is the hard thing, isn't it? And people want to see you on the hard yards to know that you're going to stick to it.
Yeah. And I think that was kind of the biggest thing is a lot of people, I think, are driven from a chip on their shoulder of like, this person said I couldn't do it. I've never felt that way. I've had nothing but like support and people
Wow.
be like, go chase your dreams. And so I almost feel encouraged by the people around me. I'm really, really thankful for
That
that.
is so lovely. We've got a few people popping in. Craig is watching. He's sat up late to watch us.
Oh, I'm trying to see. I'm not able to see the comments.
Is it coming on the screen for you?
No, I don't know why. That's
It's not
okay.
on the screen. Oh, that's all right. Well, I can read them. Cynthia is watching from Melbourne, Australia, and she said that she's never heard your songs. So we can, when we're finished here, Cynthia, you should go and have a listen because they're all fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Yes. Oh, I saw that pop up.
Oh, you
Okay,
saw that
there,
one?
I
Yeah.
see
So
them.
that came up to this. That one's from Craig.
I see
And
Craig. You're very welcome. Sweet. Hi, Craig. He stayed up very late for this.
he
So I
did.
appreciate
Isn't he
that.
wonderful? He always sends me his artists, and you guys are all so lovely. He's got a great
Oh,
group of people. Now,
thank
you've
you.
just released in May. It was in May, and I know we're nearly at the end of June. If we're not, I don't even know what the date today is now. But you've released your single, The End, and you've been releasing a little bit of music last year, and now you've got this single out now. How has it felt? Because in the last year, you look like you've done a lot of amazing things. And how has it felt finally getting this song out to the world?
It's been so nice. And I've talked about this before, but I've been in Nashville for quite some time now. And then there's always the struggle of being an independent artist and trying to
Yeah.
put out music consistently. It's very expensive. And so this is the first time I've ever been able to put out consecutive music back to back, give people an idea of my songwriting, who I am as an artist, and what I have to say. So I'm just like so thankful, regardless of where everything goes, that I was able to do this. It's been really special.
Yes. Well, Craig has just popped in and he said that you are working your freaking butt off right now.
Thank you, Craig. He has been so helpful. I mean, I couldn't do half of the stuff that I do without him. So.
And I was actually having that conversation on Thursday night with the artist that I was talking to, and they were saying, it's not my single, it's not my song, it's with a whole group of us behind this single. It's just my face
So
on it.
true.
Yeah,
it's so true. There's so many people and creatives, and on all angles, like from creating the song to promoting the song to every angle. There's just so many people involved. I almost get stressed out trying to remember to thank everyone. I'm like, oh my God, did I get everyone in there?
I know. That would be hard, but I think people that do it know you, and they know that you're thankful and grateful. And I
would
think
hope so.
When you get that success of it coming out, they feel that too. So they're getting their thanks in all those ways as well.
Yes,
but,
yes.
When did you write The End? When was this song written, and how come you chose to release this one in May? Was there any reason?
Yeah, so I wrote this song. It probably was about, I don't know the exact date. Is that bad? Probably sometime last year. It was after everything with the pandemic was going on. And I wrote it with my roommate, who's one of my best friends, and a guy who's in town. His name is Chase McDaniel. He's incredible. Both very, two co-writers that I write with often. And it's a true story. We wrote it about my boyfriend, and I think I like this song a lot. I know we don't know each other very well, but I'm not a big love song girl, as some of you know. And so this is the first love song I've ever put out. But I think that the thing that I really liked about this song is that it showcased some of the truth of the nervousness and the fear factor of meeting somebody that you're like, this is going to be the person for me. There's an excitement, but there's also a nervousness and maybe a reluctant or hesitation. And I just thought that was really real. And I love things that are real and honest. So yeah, it's flirty, fun, cute, but also has that, aspect of
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. And I definitely got that from the song. And you're right. There's that whole, do I trust them fully, and letting go to fully be with that person. It's not easy.
It's not. It's not all in the way it is in the movies.
Yes, exactly. And I love how we now refer to it. Well, that was pre-pandemic or post-pandemic. I like how
that's how where my timeline lies.
Now, isn't it? It was post the pandemic.
Yes. Post the new normal.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Now, I was looking at your songs, and you've had huge amounts of streams and huge amounts of success. You've been out on the road with some really big names, and you've got a big plan coming up. Has that changed how you go about your music, all of these latest experiences?
Oh, that's such a good question. No, not at all.
Yeah.
This town is very, very humbling. So any really big, crazy, cool things that happen, I'm so thankful for. But they do end up getting, it's easy to be like, okay, back to normal. And I
Yeah.
think that I always tell myself that like my reason for being here and my why needs to
Yeah.
stay the same.
Yes.
And so that's how I'm going to create authentic,
Yes.
true music. And I think if I ever were to lose that, then I would be going down a very, very bad path. So I try to just kind of stay the same person in my friendships, in my career, in my personal life, and also with people I don't know. So
That is so lovely. It's such a lovely way to look at it, and you're right. You need to remember because those moments on the stage, and the stage is where you should look magical and should look amazing and be giving this amazing thing that takes people to another place because it's everyone that's watching's escape, and so
yeah,
we need to have those dreams and those feelings of being up in the lights and looking amazing, but they're
totally.
only they're only small moments. They're not a large part of your everyday life, and to get to that
Absolutely.
point, you put a lot of work in every day, and it's never going to change. It's always going to be a lot of work, and that's the power
Yes.
of music, isn't it? So
Yes. And the things that truly matter, are quickly come to light when things happen. So I feel like
yeah.
even a couple months ago my mom got sick and nothing else mattered, and I was
Oh,
like, okay, I love music, I'm so happy to be there
yeah.
and be doing this, but it doesn't overshine the things that really matter. So
No, exactly right. Exactly right. Is your mum better now?
she is thankfully doing a lot better, thank you for asking. But
Lovely.
yes, so
Do you get a chance to get home very often? How
I
it's
really do try. I don't all of the time, but I try every few months because I just have really good close friendships from home, and
yeah.
I obviously have my mom there and my nieces and nephew. So, yeah, I just try as much as I can.
Lovely. Now, I was looking at your press release, and you've got another 4 singles to release this year. I don't know how you're going to have time to write anymore, but
Girl,
you've
me
got
either.
4 more to come. Are they all written and recorded? Are they ready to go?
Yeah, they are all finished. That was kind of the goal with this project, was to like get everything done before I started releasing and promoting it.
Yeah.
So I finished it off a couple months ago and uploaded it, and we're all done. It's all in the chute, ready to get put out.
Oh my gosh. Is it nerve-wracking and frustrating waiting for all those songs to come out to the world?
No, because as soon as they're out, that means I need to start with a new project.
More
And so
work.
I'm just basking in the fact that I was, able to accomplish all this, and I'm now gonna enjoy watching it all come
Yeah.
out.
It's lots of fun. Have you had a lot of comments on this release? Being your first love
I
song?
have. I have, yeah, and it's been really fun. I got some playlisting, which was really exciting, and the streams have been doing really well, and the TikToks have been doing well. So I've just kind of been, enjoying it.
TikTok's a scary world, isn't it? It's such a
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started.
What is the biggest platform for you guys in America? Because for us, it's still probably Facebook is probably still our bigger one by just maybe, but you guys is TikTok bigger? What are the favorite platforms over there?
Yeah, I'd say that Facebook is probably on the lower end, at least for what I'm doing. TikTok
Yes.
TikTok is the biggest. It is kind of what is dictating the industry right now, and
Okay.
it's the way that independent artists are promoting and there's a beauty to that, where people who are just in their bedroom producing music are able to get recognition and make money off of their creative songs. But it is very much a driving force for the industry these days. And then I would say after that is probably Instagram, and then or Facebook maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Because I knew Instagram was a bit bigger over there, and that's why I'm hoping that one day we'll be able to stream to Instagram from this platform as well. And Craig said I think TikTok gets bad press sometimes, but on the other side, things can get really. Oh, you can really open
Yeah,
some doors. Absolutely.
it
And I
does.
think. And what do they say? Bad press is good press.
Yeah, right. Bad
I
press is
don't.
good press.
I don't know. It's one of those. It social media changes so often. So it's hard to
Totally.
know where to keep pushing, and you've got to keep on all the new things as they come in. But I want somebody to develop something that will just go to every single one of those platforms so that we don't have to do many more than one
I
post.
know, it would be so much easier.
That would be lovely. It doesn't matter what post it is, it just does it in one. That'd be perfect.
Right.
Now, your next single, you've just released The End in May. When do you have a schedule for the next one? Or
Yeah, so the next one comes out next Friday, July 1st.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
so
so
excited.
good.
Yeah, so a week from today.
Are we allowed to know what the single's about?
Yeah, it's called After Me. And it's basically a perspective of a girl who is reflecting on a past relationship and wondering what it would be like to be with that person after he had to lose her. And after all of, relationships, we always learn something, whether it's bad or good, from the other. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's okay. But when the other person goes on to kind of fix all of those things they could never give you and are able to give it to someone new or just be better, there's always that complex feeling of like, oh wow, I could never get that from you. Or what would it be like if you learned all these lessons and then we were together? Would it have been different? So that's kind of what the whole song's about.
And that's shining a light from a more positive angle, isn't it, to those thoughts of...
It's bittersweet, I think. Yeah.
Are you releasing film clips for any of your upcoming singles?
I don't think so. I had thought about it. They're very expensive to do, and they don't see much. They don't really give back monetarily. So unfortunately, I've kind of nixed it for this project. But if I happen to have any of the singles do really, really well and get very popular, then I'll just invest into making some sort of music video.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. And do you have plans for lives? Do you do live streams and things so people can hear your singles as they release as well?
Yeah, I try to do lives on like Instagram and TikTok when I can, and just kind of stay up to date with that stuff. Not as much on Facebook, but I definitely try.
So where would our best, wherever in the world people are, what should we look for to follow you? Have you got? I know your website is Morgan Johnston Official, which I did pop in the comments. But what are your socials to look you up?
Yeah, so on all social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook, it's Morgan Johnston Music is my business page. And then if you are interested in any of my music, under all of the platforms, it's Morgan Johnston. So I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you can find music.
Now, I have put in the top the YouTube link to your page as well, because there's that whole YouTube topic that comes in and it looks like it's the artist page, but it's not quite. So I've popped the link to the correct one, because when I searched your name, it came up with one, but it wasn't you. It wasn't your official page.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because we're in Australia searching and then it's probably different. I don't really understand it. But it is in the comments for you guys to click on when we're finished here. And there's some film clips on there already, which looks like you've had a ball doing all of those film clips.
They've been really, really fun, yes.
Yeah. What is next for you apart from releasing music? Is there anywhere that you're going to play live that we can head along to visit if we're near there?
Oh, that's sweet. So I have a lot of shows mostly in Nashville. I haven't planned a lot. I'm in the works right now of trying to book a little mini tour and get some bigger shows, but I don't have anything like solidified that I could share with you. But I will be in Nashville. If you ever come to Nashville, I'm always here playing rounds and stuff, and maybe doing some lives.
We've got a few of our fans are in Nashville, have been in Nashville for the CMA Fest. So recently, and some are still there. So they might be able to pop along to see you, and I hope they are still there when you're playing. But what give us some advice for going to Nashville. What should we do that's absolutely on the must and probably not on the big touristy things? Is there anything special hidden around that we should look at?
Yes, bring your sunblock. It is hot. Very, very hot. I would say I would do local stuff. Try to go to Winners and Losers. Check out Whiskey Jam, which is on Mondays and Thursdays. They usually have really, really cool, great, sometimes famous people show up and play. If they're not famous, they should be, because they're very, very good. Yeah, try to go to Red Door in Midtown. That has just like a really fun vibe. Everyone local goes and hangs out there. And then maybe a speakeasy, go to like Patterson House. yeah, very fun, great drinks.
Oh, lovely. It's so good to hear the little things because I'm like you. I haven't been able to go to Nashville, but we're having so many artists come from there that it's something that we're going to have to venture out and do as Country Kickback, and it'd be good. We might have to hit you up for a tour and take us to all the
Oh,
little.
I love it. I love it. Anytime.
We will definitely have to do that. We can do a little series. I don't know who from Australia wants to join us, but come along. It'll be fun.
Well, come on.
Exactly. And before we go, did you get to see much of CMA Fest? Being a local, do you guys venture out when that's on?
I actually was in Minneapolis for a Morgan Wallen and Eric Church concert. So I did not do anything CMA related this year. Yeah, how awful. So, but it's really fun. I love CMA Fest. It's like my favorite time of year.
Yes. And it goes for a week, doesn't it, CMA Fest?
Maybe a little bit shy of a week, but it's about a week.
You have to come to Australia because our big festival, our equivalent to CMA, is 10 days.
Oh my gosh.
When you say hot, it's so hot here. I cannot explain Tamworth heat when festival is on, but it's very hot.
I want to go so badly. I really do.
You have to come, and there's a couple of things you have to do. You've got to busk on Peel Street. It's a whole street in the city centre, basically, and it's all blocked off, and there are buskers all the way down, and all of the artists that, the big stars, the up and coming, everyone's done a busking on Peel Street. It's a rite of passage almost.
That's
and then
amazing.
Our big golden guitar at the end. The last night is usually our big golden guitar awards, which are the awards to get if you're in country music in Australia. And everybody that goes has done, show after show, 20 shows, some people doing these 10 days, and then they get to the awards and we have to dress up in the hot. It's so hot. We have to dress up in our really beautiful gowns and all these suits and things and go to this festival this night. The night of nights, we have to stay awake, and we have to we have to be awake enough to enjoy it, and then everybody goes home the next day. So it's a really big festival.
Oh, that sounds so fun. I would absolutely love to visit someday. It's definitely on my dream goal list.
And you were saying you really want to go to the outback.
Yes, I love animals. I would love to go do like a safari or something. I think that's so cool.
Yes. So that you've probably never got to see a Tassie devil or a kangaroo or any of that.
No, not if it wasn't in a zoo.
Well, where I'm from, I was telling you I'm from Tasmania. My cat is about to jump on me. So the Tassie devil is that's from here. We don't have that anywhere else in the country. So
that is so amazing. Oh, I would just love to come visit and see all the cool, fun animals y'all have.
Yes, the koalas. We don't have koalas down here, but we do have them. We do have them in. I'm pretty sure they're New South Wales and most of the country, but I don't think they're in Victoria or Tassie. So,
I would just love it. My dream.
You will love it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for taking your time to talk to us. I know I said we usually do 20 minutes, but I'm a good talker. We go over so much.
Oh, no. And thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed you. And you'll be my first call if I go to Australia. You'll be my first
Definitely.
Call.
And tell us, have you got any more interviews tonight, or can you finally have a rest?
I can finally have a rest. I'm going to go pour myself a glass of wine and tell myself good job.
That is good. Well, enjoy your wine, and I hope we can have you back for one of your next singles. That would be lovely.
I would absolutely love that. Let's please stay in touch. Thank you. I loved your questions, and it was seriously so nice to meet you.
You are very welcome. One last thing. Do you have a pre-order for your single next week?
Yes, I have a pre-save link. It would be so helpful if you would go pre-save it, anyone. It is in the bio of my Instagram and my TikTok.
Well, we will put it in the comments of this show, and we'll pop it over onto our other socials as well. So have a look there.
Should I send it to you?
That would be lovely if you could. That would be
awesome.
So okay. Cool. And we'll pop it in the comments, but make sure you go and have a listen, because it is the perfect time on a Saturday morning to go and have a listen to some new music and listen to Morgan's current single, The End. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. We'll see you again very soon. Thank you, everybody. Yes. We'll see you again next week. We've got lots of shows coming up next week. We'll see you later.
Bye. Thank you.